Attention, the following program is black as fuck. If you find yourself getting in your feelings about folks cutting up, neo-soul music, loud laughter, and profanity, this program is not for you. This ain't your mama's cooking show. Bro, this shit gets lit, and on my mama, the food is fire. Thank you for watching.
No, that's not
short
true.
chain. Look at this shit.
Okay, so no. Time out.
Right here.
Time out.
This cuz.
Time out.
I
put less margarita mix in there. Are you mad? Yeah, motherfucker. Give my juice.
It's all good. Anyway, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Black Man Cook 2. Rob, tell them what the fuck you cooking.
So I got the steaks and the shrimp. We're gonna do nice little surf and turf pasta. He got the sauce. Just wait.
But I'm gonna let you know what we call it. It's Cajun Fettuccine Alfredo. Y'all ain't never had Cajun style Fettuccine Alfredo. But we gonna show you what the fuck I'm talking about. Because we got the shrimp, the steak. So surf and turf, Cajun Fettuccine Alfredo. Just in case you want to tell the, you know what I'm saying.
But one thing I am gonna call it that you guys have heard is delicious. So
first thing I'm gonna do, start it off with the bone broth chicken stock. We're gonna do, this is about half a container, so we're gonna pour the whole thing in here just because I'm cooking for 4 motherfuckers. With then milk, that's your basic shit. Whipping cream. I got mesquite, smoked paprika. We got mild diced tomatoes with the green chilies. You wanna make sure you get the one with the green chilies because that shit, take it up a notch.
yeah, that shit hit different.
We got New Orleans Cajun seasoning. You can do regular Cajun, but you know, we fuck with New Orleans right now, so yeah. Onion powder, liquid smoke. This shit is the truth. Some people think you can only use it for meat, but nah, I put it in my sauce too, you know what I'm saying? Salt. We pre-cooked the pasta. When I did, bring it up to a boil, salt the water. Make sure you do that, salt the water.
It's like that again.
Garlic, minced garlic. You could mince your own garlic if you want to be fancy. I got the pre-minced shit. It's still good. Chives, because I love chives. Basil, because, you know, it's pasta.
We got the steaks. I've already pre-seasoned the steaks. I still got to de-shell the shrimps, but it's already pre-seasoned. All we had to do was salt. I ain't going to do the little twist shit he did, but salt, black pepper, a little bit of Cajun seasoning, and paprika. People always say paprika don't taste like nothing. It's an enhancer, I'm telling you. Stop buying that pre-ground pepper and salt. I'm telling you, it tastes better when you do it yourself. Whatever movement he did, that's what you gotta do with this. But it tastes better when it's already with the corn and the little rocks. But the important thing for this, always gotta season it and let it sit for a little bit. Let it get to room temp. You get that stone cold ass steak, and you put it in there, it's not gonna cook evenly. It's not gonna taste good. So always make it come up to temp.
So what happens
before you start cooking it
is it cools down the grease and it cools down the cast iron, so that way you don't get a decent sear on it. But if you let it get to room temperature, yeah, exactly what he said. It cooks evenly and the whole thing gets a sear on it. Rather than you put it in the pan, you get a kind of a sear on one part, but then everything cools down and then you're fucked. You know what I mean?
I just knew that's what you were supposed to do. This motherfucker went to culinary school, so he got all the information on all that. I didn't know that. I just know bringing up the room temp. I just do what I was heard.
There you go. You put it on, you boil the water, you salt the water so that way it comes. Sorry, let me stop doing that. Stop, don't do that. Anyways, boil the water, put the noodles in, let the noodles cook. Do not do the shit where people will put uncooked noodles in the sauce and try. No, don't believe everything you see on TikTok. So we're gonna dump the whole thing in there. Let this get up to temp. I season everything to taste. Me, I eyeball it. Remember what we said in the first episode? We don't measure shit. We just
Man, your ancestors should tell you when to stop.
exactly. Grab my whisk. Use a whisk, please. It's better. It mixes everything through. Motherfuckers sometimes want to use a damn fork or a spoon or a ladle. Nah, let it break up the chunks. Anything like that might chunk up together. Use a whisk. Get your broke ass to the store. They're like $2. We're gonna let that simmer for a second. Take a sip.
Man, look. You see that there's nothing right there. If y'all see a little black line and it's closed up, clean that shit out.
Dookie, man.
Literally, clean that shit out. That is doo-doo in there. If it's not open and it's not clear, and there's a little black line, that is doo-doo. It's gonna taste like shit. It's gonna be shit. Clean your shrimps. So we got on the shrimp that New Orleans Cajun that we had earlier. Some of that in there. Paprika, like I said, it's an enhancer. Garlic powder, onion powder. Sometimes I don't mind getting my hands dirty and mixing it in with my hands. I wash my hands every single time I cook, like every 2-3 minutes. If I'm done seasoning this, wash my hands. Done seasoning that, wash my hands. Work on that, wash my hands. Always make sure you got clean hands.
Like it. Alright, now it's starting to bubble. Start adding some other shit. Take your milk. Shake it up. I don't even like dairy milk, but this is one thing that is fucking good, folks. Making some good ass fucking sauce. Alfredo sauce. I'll say pour. Till your heart tell you to stop. Gordon Ramsay, don't be mad at me. I swear to God, it's gonna come out delicious either way. You're gonna take your heavy cream. Shake. Shake your booty. Come on, Scoop. Damn. My bad. Pour the whole thing in there. It's all good. I like creamy sauce. Ain't the only thing I like creamy, you know? But you know.
We know what we're talking about because, he was in there for 2 hours.
Alright, so we're not going to add the tomatoes and stuff until it gets to a thicker point. We want the sauce to thicken up, okay? But we can add everything else in there, just except for the garlic and the tomatoes. We'll leave those out until we get a thicker sauce. And I'm gonna let this simmer for a little bit. But you probably won't see me for a little bit. But I'll be around.
We need to start making sure the bartender get here.
Man.
Because he can refill us. But can you do it for me, please?
All right, now real quick, brief intermission. We're gonna show y'all the perfect ratio for the perfect margarita. Here's what you do. That's good. That's good.
And then this is what we do.
Trust the ancestors.
Then we look, and it's like, okay, that's even.
You gotta trust the ancestors.
Because guess what? We don't measure shit.
This is about the only Jose Cuervo we drink.
It's not. It said add Jose Cuervo.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, is this not? What is this?
That's not the one that already has it in there.
Oh, good. All right, bet. We don't fuck with Jose.
Look. You see how he shortchanged me? See? That's how it was last time. No, see, yours is higher.
That's even.
Oh, now it's even. So when I do it, I was shorting it up. Look at it.
The camera gonna catch it. Look.
Yeah, see? Look at it.
Ain't that even?
Hell nah. No, it's good. I don't need the extra margarita mix, but see, when I did it last time, see, Robbie, he be sitting there trying to shortchange me.
Now you trying to call me out, but the camera didn't catch that shit, see?
I don't care. It caught you down. Look, come back with the sauce.
Sauce is boiling. When it gets up to this, you take it down. Take it down low to a simmer. I forgot, we got surprise guest ingredients that I didn't mention earlier. Parmesan.
Before y'all asses put y'all steaks in this pan, before you put any oil in this pan, make sure this motherfucker is ripping hot. I mean, if you touch it, you're gonna bring your hand up before you put the oil in there, because then you're just gonna make the oil all hot and burnt up and all that. So then that's when you put a good amount in there. Roll that shit around. It's gonna heat up faster. Boom. Right there. Lay away. So grease splashes that way and not towards you. You want this hot. It's not gonna take that long to cook unless y'all like well done. Medium rare or medium. Do not ever come up to me talking about I want a well done steak. I don't judge a lot of things. That is one thing I'll judge. If you eating well done steaks, eating beef bark, nah. If you want well done, just go get beef jerky from the gas station. I don't like when them people be flipping the hell out of them steaks. Steaks should be flipped one time. Literally. So let it sit there, let it get that crust. You don't see what I'm talking about when I say crust. Flip that shit one time. Steaks, hamburgers, all that stuff. Damn near anything I cook, I don't understand people that flip it 10, 20, 30 times. Flip that shit one time and we'll be good. So once you see that dark golden brown crust at the bottom when I flip this in a few seconds, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. That's the most beautiful, tasty part of the whole thing. And before I flip this, actually, I'm gonna let y'all know, this is very important. Very important. You need butter, thyme, and garlic. Sometimes you could throw extra fancy shit in there like shallots and rosemary and other shit like that. But if you want to just be basic, thyme, garlic, butter. Because once you flip it, you want to baste it. Some people, they just cook both sides and that's it. Gotta baste your steak.
And the sauce to simmer. Go ahead and add a few scoops. Measure with your heart and your ancestors. Let it melt and mix.
That's what I mean by the crust. Look at it. Ooh-wee. That look good. That shit look good. You need that crust on there. That's the flavor. So get your butter. Go ahead and dump that in there. Take some of that thyme. Throw that in there. Take your garlic. I already got pre-peeled garlic. Throw that in there. And then we get the basting process. Right there. Let all that flavor get in there. Put that pan down. See all that juice? This is the basting right there. Get in there, get in there, get in there, get in there. Like really get in there. Put it on that steak just like that. Also, it's alright to put the thyme and the garlic and all that on there, kind of use it as like a bed, because that flavor will still seep into the steak. Here's another important part about making your steak. Cut that heat off. Go in here with your cutting board, grab them steaks, and just let them sit there. Literally, that's an important part. You don't let your steaks rest, you're gonna cut it, all the juice is gonna come out. And then that's just gonna be dry. You don't want a dry steak.
I'm gonna jump back in here real quick. Only time I use a spoon is when I'm tasting. So go ahead and get a little taste of this sauce. It's not ready yet. You gotta taste your flavors as you go along. I'm not trying to burn off all my taste buds. Remember that. Okay. I can taste the Cajun, but need a little bit more salt.
Notice what he just did. Notice what he just did. He tasted it, threw that spoon out. We've seen some people, they taste it and then put the spoon back in there and start mixing it again. That's if you're making shit by yourself. You can do that.
So we're gonna add a little bit more Cajun.
Don't sit there and just don't taste nothing and then all of a sudden start stirring that shit again. We do not want your saliva in here.
Y'all don't come for me for that motion because it's the salt grinder, all right?
No, once you're using it, that's fine. If you're doing it, don't do the motion without using the salt.
So you mix it through.
I miss her.
Once you mix it through, taste it again. Smooth. I like it. I'm gonna let it reduce a little bit more, so that way it can thicken up. So that way when I throw the noodles in there, the sauce isn't just falling off the noodles and now you just got a runny plate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let it reduce and get a little bit more creamier, and then I'm gonna add the cheese and the garlic in there, and the tomatoes, maybe a little bit more salt because all that stuff is gonna soak up the salt anyway, and then you'll be rocking and rolling. So sauce is ready to go. What I'm about to do, about to mix in the noodles. I'm gonna do some cheese, the diced tomatoes and green peppers, and the garlic. I want y'all to remember, always mix your noodles in with your sauce. I don't understand motherfuckers that will take the noodles, put it on the plate, and then put the sauce on top. That's weird. Don't do that. Now make sure all this sauce is mixed through the noodles. We're gonna take the tomatoes and the diced peppers. I drained the liquid from it because I don't want to add any more liquid to the sauce. We're trying to get it to thicken up, not loosen up. So then we just dump this shit in there. And then we will take some garlic. Nice little hefty portion because you see we got a big ass batch of pasta. Dump it in there. Don't be scared. Mix it through with the tongs. You got all that thickness. Shit kind of sounded like macaroni in the pot. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let that sit, and after it sits for a little bit, we'll grate some cheese over it, just so that way we get some cheese in the fettuccine. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with no cheese. Got the cheese, fresh Parmesan, grated, going in, and then you're gonna let it reduce. And then I'll show y'all the end result after the reduction. Use your own discretion for how much cheese you want. Like I said, it's a big batch, so I'm making a lot of cheese. I'm about to probably use most of this block.
Y'all that keep buying that pre-shredded bullshit, Parmesan, Mexican blend, whatever that shit is, the cheddar, stop buying that. Because what they do is, to keep it fresh, they be putting this kind of like powder film type shit on there, and it would have separated the sauce and made the sauce not really go together like that. It's gonna take time, it's gonna take muscle, it's gonna take energy, but I promise you it tastes better. Because that pre-shredded shit is gonna fuck up your food.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Same thing for the shrimps as we did for the steaks. Make sure the pan is hot. Difference about the shrimps is these do not cook long, and this is another thing where it's like flip once and once only. So get them all nice and spread out. Put them on that pan. They only need about 2 minutes on each side. You don't want them sitting on top of each other. As long as they got enough space to cook on the side, you're good. And you're not timing nothing. You usually want to look at the sides. This is good for shrimp and fish. Once you see the sides kind of get pink like a little bit and get a little more white and it's like up to the middle, then that's when you want to flip it. As you can see, it's getting a little pink and it's getting a little hot. That's when it's starting to cook. So once you start flipping them, as you can see the color like that, this gets another texture that's not good if you overcook them. So as soon as I flip them, because that's when they really start cooking like that, I put a little bit of butter in there myself. Not everybody does this. If Gordon Ramsay does not like this, then I'm so sorry. That's kind of do like that. I will put, usually sometimes I put garlic in there. A little garlic butter shrimps. But that's good, just like that. Now, we ready to put it all together. Good? Sauce, let's put it together.
Okay.
Actually, time out. Before we do that, your knife. I got the other knife sharpener, but you know what I'm saying? We're gonna use this one right now. Make sure you always have a sharp knife before you start cutting into shit.
This right here, ladies and gents, and everything in between, is what we call the moment of truth.
See how it just cuts like butter? Oh my goodness. It's the medium, and a medium rare, but it's a medium. Nice little pink in there.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
But it's cutting like butter. That's what you want. You want it to cut like butter. That means your knife is sharp and your steak is good. Come on now, look at it. Look at it. It's not dry as hell like a fucking well done steak. Now we gotta get the plating down right there. Boom. Pasta.
You want to make sure you mix this shit up a little bit. Make sure you get all that flavors. Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Alright, I like to put my pasta down in the middle. Well,
We cross-contaminate now because it's all gonna go together anyway. Grab your shrimps. Put them right on top. Good, just like that.
here we go. Voila.
Cajun surf and turf pasta.
Yeah, for it. Myself first.
Noodle first. Get sauce at it.
Yeah. All right.
Sauce in it, yeah.
Alright.
Okay, no, I gotta take another bite of that. Look at the steak.
Meat in there.
Ooh, and that. The noodles got a little kick to it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's that Cajun. You know what I'm saying?
Steak perfectly cooked.
Mm.
Look at the colors.
Get a little shrimp in there.
There's some scrimps in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah. We're here. Yeah. So, yeah. This has, come on over here, cuz. This has been another episode of Black Man Cook Too. We still make good food. We cook good. We look good. Yeah. Oh, yeah.